What is the saddest truth about life? It will end. Good people will die sad deaths and horrible people will fill themselves with pleasure to their last moment. And then it will all be forgotten. IDK good people can have pleasure too, and bad people may die sad horrible deaths. I think the key distinction here is that life doesn't show bias toward good or bad people. If you're in a relationship for the rest of your life with a person you truly love, one of you will be lonely again when the other one dies. Look on the bright side, you could both die together. Plane crash, car accident, carbon monoxide, lots of possibilities. Too many things you are not guaranteed anything nothing is free care about yourself and your kids cause no one else will you will die. No way around it it's hard, it's not easy. Nothing is free except on free balloon day. Perhaps, just perhaps, when our loved ones die and then followed by ourselves, we do not get to see them again in another plane. We may not even live an afterlife. We simply return to dust. Nobody plans for it, nobody tells you when it's going to happen, but one day your mother laid you down to sleep and is never going to pick you back up. And one day you'll need to lay her down, forever. Too many things you are not guaranteed anything nothing is free care about yourself and your kids cause no one else will you will die. No way around it it's hard, it's not easy. Contrary to motivational claptrap you can't really get anything you want if you try hard enough. But if you try sometimes you might find you get what you need. That I might not make it through the rest of year, and if I do, I may not make it 25, and if I make I through that, I might not make through 30. The suffering that every person experiences will never be justified or fixed. Death prevents future injustice, it doesn't remove the existing ones. You will spend most of it working a job that you probably hate, so that you can pay bills and buy food, so that you can do the same thing tomorrow. That due to the very rules that make our universe possible, you'll never truly touch someone. The best you can do is touch M-Fields. I got nothing. Death and pain are out enemies, but they're on the run. Can't get too cocky though. Always be ready. Maybe not the saddest but something I realized is that people are like there is no such thing as impossible, but you know deep down that it isn't true. Some people will suffer throughout their early life and never know what it's like to be happy. I really wish I could give all those people hugs. Every relationship you are in, or ever will be in, will end in heartbreak, either when your partner dies, or when you break up. People will judge you for doing something you aren't, because it's too much effort to find out the truth. Climate change can be dealt with, but we're not doing enough, because of rich people wanting to have all the money in the world. That all life ends, so in the end nothing you do is significant. It won't matter, it's all gone. It ends, long before it needs to. Most of us will never accomplish what we set out to do due to that. Time waits for no one. It just keeps going, and there's no way of getting time back that you waste. All of us, if we admit it, will not spend so much of our allotted time wondering what others are thinking or doing. There are so many factors outside of our control that will ultimately decide massive aspects of our life. Hard work doesn't always guarantee success. Actually, most of the time. The unstoppable marching of time is slowly guiding us all towards an inevitable death. You ultimately replaceable. The graveyards are full of indispensable people. That we never seem to value it properly. Until it's going, that is. No matter how many good deeds you did, there are still some people will treat you badly. Oftentimes, human beings are not very humane to other humans. That mankind might not have successfully passed firm is grateful to yet. That you can't help everyone, and whatever you contribute won't ever be enough. Bad things can happen to good people, and good things can happen to bad people. After you drop that chicken nugget, number 5-second rule is gonna save it. Whether you have a shortgevity or a longevity, you will still die. Some things in life are bad, they can really make you sad. The only guaranteed thing in life is that you will die. You'll probably not be remembered in 100 years. At the end of everybody only think about themselves. It's not fair, and you can't do a thing about it. Whatever it is won't really matter when we disappear. We, humans, won't last forever. Sometimes certain things aren't worth trying. It's shame we won't live, but then again who does? Everyone will die in about 5 billion years. Every relationship you have will eventually end. Lee from The Walking Dead will never come back. When you're born, your destiny is to die. We are beings made to believe we have a meaning. You start dying from the moment you're born. More than likely, you will die alone. It does not need to be fair, ever. Life is no way to treat an animal. It gets harder as you get older. There is not someone for everyone.